Thank you all for joining today. Welcome to Salesforce Marketers Group, Pardot, Singapore, or Account Engagement Group, Pardot, Singapore. Uh, my name is Prashant. I am your speaker for today, and I'll be speaking on the topic Top Summer 22 Marketing Cloud Account Engagement Updates. So let's. Yeah, so a small introduction about us. Fanindra Arigichetta is the group leader for Apistoki from Apistoki Singapore Private Limited, and he's the CTO as well, and he's the group leader for Singapore Marketers Group Pardot. And my name is Prashant. I'm a 12-time Salesforce certified technical lead at Apistoki, and I'm also a community group leader for account engagement group Vijayawada. So that's all. It's a quick small introduction about us and myself again, Prashant Vardhan. I'm a technical lead at Apistoki Consulting Services and a certified application architect, community group leader, trader mentor, and technology enthusiast as well. You can follow me on Twitter and connect with me on LinkedIn if you have any other questions as well, like in future. So all through the session, you are free to tweet about anything about the session on Twitter, tagging us, and don't forget to follow so that we could DM you if you are the winner for the Twitter challenge as well. Uh, Quick agenda of the session. So we'll first have the introduction about Summer 22 release that has happened very recently, and then we'll go through the release notes. What are the newest features that are available, and then we'll discuss about marketers' experience in the release notes and data and content in the release notes. We'll have a small quiz at the end where we'll be giving 3 certification vouchers for 3 winners of the quiz, and also like a small Q&A session, and then we can just close the session for today. Okay, so quickly speaking about, so Salesforce has released the Summer 22 and our orgs have been upgraded last week, and there are pretty good features that have come up with Pardot, and it seems that there have been few features which were in beta were released in a full-fledged and generally available for all the editions as well. So the main things that were available are being covered in this session, and pretty smaller things, which are very basic, are not being covered in the session also. Okay, so first of all, regarding the marketer experience, Slack, which was in beta for the last till summer 22 release, has now been made generally available for everybody. There is no extra charge for connecting with Slack, so it is available for all the editions from growth till advanced edition and Pardot premium as well. Sorry. So till the premium editions, for everybody. It is available out of the box and it is generally available. So Slack notifications can be tagged with completion actions, and then you'll be able to trigger any Slack notification from the completion actions to your Slack groups or channels in the collaborative medium or space. So previously you should be having like multiple steps. You have to go to the Slack and then create a new app and then get the bot authentication key. Enable beta feature on Pardot in the connector settings, and then there's a lot of work that you have to do as kind of a developer kind of stuff you will have to do, like copy the JSON code which was provided by Pardot and associate it in the application while you're trying to create an app inside Slack and all that. So it was a pretty good number of steps that you had to do previously when it was in beta. I don't know if how many have tried that, but yeah. So it was a kind of messy all around the place. But now you do not need to do all these steps. It's available right out of the box. You'll have to install a couple of packages that are available in both Slack as well as Salesforce, and then you'll have to just create an authentication key for bot, and then you're good to go. Add the channel onto the connector, and you can create completion actions for Slack notifications, and then whenever there is a form submission or probably landing page submission, and you would like to have a completion action triggered to your Slack channel, you're good to go. That's it. So it's very simple than prior when it was in beta. So it seems that they have improved a lot. They have released a app as well inside Slack for Pardot, and there is a new connector inside Pardot as well for Slack. Okay, kind of many things that are coming up in Slack as well. So we could see more things in Slack as well, probably in automation rules for criteria, or probably in generally around as well. Probably there might be more things because Slack-based marketing is coming into the picture. So, send Slack notifications, completion actions are generally available right now. You'll be able to get real-time prospect activity and update your team members in the Slack workspace. And also, you will have to install, as I mentioned earlier, you'll have to install the Marketing Cloud account engagement app for Slack in your workspace. Then set up the Slack connector in Pardot settings as well. So I'll be showcasing you how you could do that as well once we complete the slides, so that all the points that we are trying to display or showcase during the demo can be done in a single session or a single go through. The next is, with completion action enhancements. So this was something which was which was not available till summer 22, and given that this has very much prominence right now, that people want to make sure that the completion actions trigger on the basis of certain conditions. So, for example, prospects living in Atlanta, if you want to apply conditional based completion actions, like people living in Atlanta, so they'll have to have a completion action of this, and people living in Miami need to have a completion action of this. Then in such scenarios, right? So basically, previously you do not have those options available, but right now you do have those options with the new conditional based completion actions available inside forms. So this is basically available right now with forms, and you'll be able to build those as well. And they are already been released onto all the instances on Pardot. So these also generally available. No, what do you say, addition restrictions for these as well. So this is such a big upgrade on the completion actions part, and which has been on the idea exchange for quite a long time. So that's great that we are going to have that. So a small screenshot about that, you will be able to define a condition that prospect default field, whatever the default field is, whether state is Washington or probably some other value, right? So some other field, and you would like to assign a completion action on the basis of such condition, you do have that ability to do so. And again, like you do have the ability right now, till now, campaign sharing is not available in Salesforce. But with this release, you have the ability to manually share the campaigns individually for individual group of users, or individual users or group of users as well. So this feature was available in Classic, but it was not available in Lightning. But only as of now, campaign owner is the only person who used to have access to that particular record. But now, giving the sharing access, you are now having the ability to share this campaigns with your fellow teammates, so that they can use the similar campaigns for their Pardot email sends as well. So this is also a good one, which has been released with summer 22. And the next one is, controlling the canvas for your email templates, builder, and email content as well. So if you want to narrow down the size of the builder canvas for email content and email templates, you will be able to do that. This is strictly applicable for Lightning Email Builder. If you haven't not set up the Lightning Email Builder, I would strongly suggest you to set up the Lightning Email Builder. And because the capabilities that it is having is amazing, you can do anything out of the box with the Lightning Email Builder. And also it's very, very easy to set up, very, very easy to handle. And, you can quickly build out the templates as well inside the Lightning Email Builder. So I'm seeing a lot of new features coming to this particular section of Lightning Email Builder and Lightning Landing Page Builder as well. So because Salesforce is now concentrating to move Pardot completely into Lightning and provide better product than the classic version. So I could see more features and more similarities between the classic as well as Lightning, and more additional new features coming with Pardot Lightning as well. Okay, so this change is also applicable to all editions, irrespective of the edition. People will be able to see the change the size of the builder canvas for email content and email templates. This is such a big thing. Pardot drip programs are being retired. So basically, Pardot drip programs were very, very old ones. If people are way back 2019 or so, then they would know that there are Pardot drip programs instead of engagement journeys. Okay, so Engagement Studio was pretty new. It was not available prior. Only drip campaigns were available, and Pardot drip programs are now being retired. So starting June 22, you'll not be able to create any drip programs, and the program is retired completely. So any existing drip programs should have been migrated into engagement studios only if they're active. Inactive drip programs need not be migrated to engagement studio, but any of other drip programs which are active and which are running in your older editions of Pardot, I would suggest you to please migrate them into engagement studio, so that the process goes on, rather than you have a stop or a break in middle. Okay, when the feature is retired completely. So this is going to be retired this month. So make sure you convert all your active programs into engagement studio programs. See, this also applies for all Pardot editions, irrespective of whether older version of Pardot with Pardot Pro, or something like Pardot Pro Plus as well, or something as such. All the editions of Pardot, it will be removed. Okay, so make sure your drip programs, active drip programs, are converted into engagement studio programs. Okay, uh, if you're not using any drip programs, you do not need to worry about that. This feature is only for the people who are using drip programs currently. Okay. Then comes the data and content. There is a pretty good information that was provided in the data and content as well. And I could see that, we are having quite a good amount of information in the data and content as well. So previously we used to not have email bounce report in one single data in one single report. We used to not be able to track the data as well, like how many bounces have happened on a particular date. Okay, because those were not being registered. Basically, only the bounce reason used to be registered, and what is the type of mailability, whether it's a hard bounce, soft bounce, right? Only such things we used to be a part of, used to be able to capture that information. But there was no single bounce report. Okay, so but right now with this particular release, we are going to have a single bounce report. Okay, so you'll be able to review all of the bounced email addresses across all your email sends from a past year. You will be able to see that in a single report. Okay, so so now you will be able to identify, you can have a date filters as well, from which date to which date you can assign, you can put down the dates and then see how many bounces have happened. Okay, irrespective of whether they are part of classic emails or enhanced emails or automatic sends, or probably any kind of inbox integrations that you have done. Okay, irrespective of all that. So bounced emails will be under this one single report, where you'll be able to filter and view the information that is there. Such a big relief for the marketers till now, because there was no such report available till now. But with summer 22 release, this particular report is being generally available for all the instances. So be it growth till premium, this feature is also going to be available. Yeah. So again, like landing page experience, we have a pretty good improvement on landing pages. Till now, we do not have the support for iframes, but right now we are going to have support for iframes in landing page as well. Okay, and this is for enhanced landing pages. Okay, and then this also supports multiple HTML components, and there have been good changes to the UI of the landing page builder as well. And then you'll be able to see that all these changes will be available on Lightning landing page builder. If you have not set it up yet, I would strongly suggest you to set it up. And during this setup process, you will be asked to associate a campaign as well, like how it used to be in Pardot classic version. But since if you are having multiple business units, make sure your campaigns are tagged to those respective business units, so that the landing pages are associated with, for those particular business units. Because these landing pages are now being associated for the business unit through campaigns. Okay, so this is one feature that is coming up with summer 22 release. Okay, and also now we are having good insights on list email reports. Okay, previously you do not have anything as such as total suppressed prospects, total unmailable prospects. There used to be only the list that you have sent it for, or the list that you have suppressed for, but you used to not have any numbers on the list email reports. Okay, but now you can see that total prospects on the recipient list is something that is being provided, and total suppressed prospects is something that is being provided. total unmailable prospects and total duplicate prospects. So probably if you're having a similar prospect in multiple lists, then Pardot has got that intelligence to skip the prospect second or third time if it is coming again through a different list in the same list email. But if you want to have those numbers tracked as well, right now with summer 22 release in the list email report, you are now going to have that ability to find out the duplicate prospect on the list email report and see that the information. Till now, you used to only have total send, total hard bounce, total soft bounce, right? Uh, how many are yet to be delivered or sent from Pardot. But yeah, now we are going to have this extra mailability insights on the list email reports. Okay, what's the next one? Yeah, so that's it. I will quickly share my screen for uh, the demo. I'll quickly show the features as well lively, like what all we can have, and then probably we can move to the quiz. Let me know you're able to see my screen. Okay. Okay. So the first thing is email bounces report. You can find it direct on the Pardot report section. It's the similar thing even in the classic version of Pardot as well. If you're going through pi.pardot.com, you'll be able to find it in the similar thing. Go to the report section, under the email section, go to the email bounces. This is where you'll be able to see total email bounce statistics. Okay, so you do have the ability to set up the range as well from which date to which date. Okay, and then you'll be able to see these particular bounces, how many emails have been delivered, how many bounces by type, you know, how many email bounce details and all. Okay, this is something that is available with summer 22 release for the email bounces. Okay, and also for the lightning email page builder. Okay, so let me just open this. So for those who doesn't know about the lightning email builder, this is the lightning email builder. You do have now the ability to expand or contract canvas. Okay, so this feature was not available prior, but now we are going to have that. So this is a very easy template building experience over here. You do not need to write a single line of code to have these multi double columns or triple columns or 1:3 column ratio or something like that. So probably if you're having such requirements of building the columns and rows as well, I would strongly suggest, use the landing page builder and get experience to that, because Salesforce is going to provide more and more features going forward with the landing page builder. Okay. So this is one with the landing page builder as well. And this is similar for both email as well as landing page. You have the canvas that you can adjust for the canvas as well. Okay. So next part, I'll just go to the campaigns. Let me just see if so now you have the sharing button over here where you can share the campaign with your other team members. Okay, so you can either give or read only or read or write access. So for those people who have idea on what is the sharing button on Salesforce, then it's the same. Okay, so on different objects you are able to provide sharing for different users. Similarly, right now for till now it was not available for campaigns. Going forward, now it is available for campaigns as well. So let's see what is there for completion actions. Okay. So for the forms, right? So whenever you come to a form, okay. So let's see what is there in the completion actions. Okay. So you have the condition actions over here. Okay. So you do have the ability to say, hey, I have a take action when prospect assignment status is assigned. Okay. So what is the action? I would say, competitor, for example. Otherwise, no, I don't want this. Okay. So I will add one more. Okay. And say prospect assignment status is not assigned. Then, add tag as probably some custom. Okay. So till now, we used to only have actions, group of actions or a single action like this. Okay. But now you have conditional actions that are available. So probably take these actions or apply these completion actions only when this condition satisfy something that is available right now with summer 22 release. Okay. That's with the Pardot forms. Okay, let's quickly see the Slack integration, how you can do the Slack integration and all that stuff. I've quickly opened the tabs and kept it easy for you people, so that it will be available or visible directly. Okay, so apologies for that. I'm just trying to. Okay, so all you have to do is basically, enable Slack. Okay. So if you are in your Salesforce environment, just type for Slack over here and you do have enable for Slack, accept the terms and conditions and, choose what type of the record detail is available for the people in the Slack. Okay. So basically, if you would like to say, hey, just opportunity and do not want to name the opportunity, just provide that, amount has been increased by 10%, something as such, or display the name of the opportunity and then provide the information, or probably not only about opportunity, it can be about something else as well, right? So you do have the ability to choose this, although this is not specific to Pardot, but yeah, you should choose either of the one to proceed with the other stuff. So once you're enabling Slack, so automatically there will be a permission set that will be created, so you can apply the permission set. And once you're done, right, so you can always click on Marketing Cloud account engagement link and it will take you directly to this particular page. Okay. So previously you will have to first go to the connector settings and then enable Pardot Slack for beta checkbox in the connector settings, and then go to directly to the respective so yeah, you used to have that over here, but now no, you do not need to do all that stuff. All you have to do is enable Slack in Salesforce and then just click on add to Slack. Okay. This link will automatically add the account engagement tab to the Slack account engagement since Pardot for Slack. Okay. So you'll have to connect your Salesforce org, whether it's a sandbox or a production, you do have the ability to connect the both. Okay. So you can do that. So once you do that, I'm not going to do that because it's already done in my instance. So once you do that, so the Slack app will be installed inside your, the Pardot app will be installed in your Slack app. Okay. So you can find that over here. So this is one of the app that I've created. So you can find that as well. Or if at all you would like to add more apps, right? So you do have the ability to directly search from here as well. Like, and then just add it up. Okay. So you do have both the ways to do. So if at all you would like to directly add it from your Slack, you can also do that. Same. Okay. Simple as such. So once you're done with that, hold on. Yeah. So once you're done with that, so all you have to do is go to your permission sets and assign permission sets to the respective people. I'm so sorry. I'll just and make sure when you have a permission set, right? So make sure that in the system settings, you do have that ability called as connect Salesforce with Slack. Okay. So if I just go to the one of the permissions, right? This was available only in the system permissions. Okay. So make sure that this is active or enabled, and then the permission set has been assigned to the user. Okay. So otherwise they'll not be able to connect Slack with Pardot. Okay. It's as simple as such. And then all you have to do is, make sure you create a bot or authentication. Okay. So while you're trying to create a bot or authentication, right? So you'll be asked to provide bot token scopes. It's not easy that you just come over here and install this particular thing. Okay, to make sure that this installation or reinstall to workspace button here or enable, you will have to first come down and assign the scopes. Okay, so you can just assign the scopes like channels read, channel write, chat write. This is typically for the bot to trigger completion actions or messages from Pardot to your channels. Okay, so it should have read information on channels. It should have write because it has to send the message, right? So if there are collaboration groups, then if at all you would like to send it to the collaboration groups and not channel, right? So it does require read and write for groups as well. Just so in future, if you're just giving right now for channels, and then if you're trying to send a message to a group and bot is not able to send out the completion action message to the group, then it's a problem over here. So you'll have to come back to the bot token scopes and then add the bot token scope and then come over here, and then you will be generating a bot user auth token. Okay, all you have to do is copy this. Okay, go to your Pardot. Okay, and before that, you will have to go to the connectors. Okay, so you can see I've just installed that, but all you can do is just click on add connector, then just do Slack. Okay, once you do that, you will have the ability to associate the workspace. Okay, so all you have to do is just click on add workspace, and then you'll get a pop-up asking for the bot token to be entered, and paste the bot token that you copied while you were creating a works token for bot, and then save the workspace. So once you save the workspace, you can add up to 10 channels, where you can only add a single workspace. That's the limitation with the product. So you can only add one workspace, but you can add 10 channels, up to 10 channels for the particular Slack connection. So you can associate multiple channels as well. All you have to do is associate the URL of the channel. It will automatically verify, and click on verify, and it automatically verify the channel and then associate it over here. If you add the channels over here, that will be visible under the completion actions of forms. Okay, otherwise it will not be available. You can see something at the usage level over here. Okay, so you can filter by channels basically and see what are all the activities that have been performed by the Slack connector, and what is the actions that have been performed by the bot as well, sending out the message for which workspace, what triggered it, and all that kind of stuff can be visible. So once you complete the steps, all you have to do is go to the content. I'm just going trying to complete the form. So go to the form, edit the form, go to the completion actions, scroll down, then click on add action. You can just say send notify Slack channel. Okay, select the channel. If there are 10 channels, you can just select something from the drop down and say test performance save. That's it. You have just added, I think there's an already existing action that was available. Oh yeah, so similarly, like you can just add the Slack channel. Okay, well, I'm already having it over here. Then just click on next and complete. That's it. So anybody who's going to complete this form, there will be a Slack message sent out as well. Okay, so that activity can be directly tracked under the section of Pardot settings and connectors, where you have the Slack connector. Okay, so the process has been simplified though. Okay, but previously you should be having like creating an app and then installing the app into the Slack, and change the JSON code so that it recognizes or connects with Pardot to establish a connection between Pardot and Slack. There's a lot of stuff that we used to do, but right now, no, nothing as such. Install apps in both the environment, assign the permission set to the respective user who's going to configure that, and then create completion actions into your Pardot forms. Prior to that, we need to have a bot, OAuth token as well. Copy the bot OAuth token, and then just paste it over there and associate the chat workspace and channel as well. So yeah, so I think I've covered everything today. Let me just check. Okay, email templates, email content, drip. Yes, good. I think we are good. Let me see if I have any questions. Any questions, guys? No questions. That's great. Then I think you're clear. So, are you all excited for the quiz? I'll just quickly share my screen as well without wasting any of your time. We'll just go for the quiz. Guys, it's on Kahoot. Make sure you open it kahoot.it. Okay. I'll just pin the game as well. This is your game pin. You can open out kahoot.it. Just putting it in the chat. We have 3 certification vouchers. We'll be giving out 3 certification vouchers to the 3 winners. I could only see 5 people. Nobody are interested, others? Yes, yes, please join. We'll wait for a couple more minutes. Okay. Uh, no, you'll have to just click on kahoot.it. Like go to kahoot.it. Okay. And then just give the game pin. Like you just need to give 1088434. Cool. You can try in incognito, probably. Or probably you can use your laptop as well. Yeah, yeah, sure, no problem. I can wait. Guys who have joined, let's wait for Latasha. Probably she's having some issue. Yeah, nice, Sai Nikit. You joined finally. Only three, six, 3, 4, 3, 7, 3, 10, 11, 11, 12. Three more people. Sure. Uh, John, we'll start the quiz in a minute. Apologies for that. Sorry. Just waiting for others as well. Uh, Guys, we'll start the quiz in a minute. Okay. Not good that we need to wait as well for others. Hmm. Okay. So probably you can enter later as well. I'm starting the quiz. Probably Neha, if you want to join the quiz, you can just note it down and then join. It's in the chat as well. Okay. Hey guys, let's start. It's summer 22. You can send Slack notifications using. Cool. That. Please don't answer in chat. You will have to answer it in Kahoot itself. Okay. That's great. Automation rules, no. All of the above, no. It's only on completion action. Sorry. So nice. Let's go. Okay, we cannot evaluate. Conditional completion actions cannot be applied on forms. Is it true or false? False. That's great. Let's see. Wow. Jagadeep, Harshvi, and Bex. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Which existing feature is being retired by June 2022? Programs, it's being retired by June 22. That's correct. It's great. Bex is on streak. Ashish has climbed, Priya has climbed. Wow. Let's see. We have two more questions. Let's see who will be the top three to win the voucher. Landing page now includes support for automation rules. Come on, guys. I did clearly mention multiple times there is iframes. Who's that who told AMP script? Ashish, you're down. Priya on third. Bex and Jagdeep on the top two. It's great. He's on highest answer streak of 4. That's great. Last question, guys. With summer 22, you'll now be available. You will now be available to view all the bounties in a single report. Is it true or false? True or false? That's amazing. Everybody put it right. Great job, guys. Let's see who's on the top. What? That's great, guys. Top three, I would suggest, you people just drop your emails and your, emails in the sense your uh, web assessor email ID, your full name. Okay. Make sure you do that.